Hello, dear students. Welcome to my channel. Hope the videos through this channel is useful for you. Once again, welcome back to Doctor's Academy for Taxation and Accounting. Through this video, let us discuss a very interesting and useful topic that most of you undergo for a project. So you would be thinking about how to decide a research topic or a research title or an area how we can decide for go ahead for the research purpose.
The topic we are looking for.
Maybe for the purpose of writing a research paper, or maybe for your minor project, or maybe for your major project. It is applicable for the undergraduate students, the postgraduate students, for preparing MPhil dissertation, or even it could be for the PhD thesis preparation. So you have to decide the title, you have to decide the topic, you have to decide the area for your research purpose. If you have decided your topic correctly without any confusion, then half of your work is done, I would say. Deciding a topic is an important skill. Sometimes your mentors or guides may allocate you the title so that you can start with that title. So at that point, you may not be having the freedom to decide your title. But the task of decision, the title is easy, is not there. But sometimes the professors ask you to decide your title by yourself. So there comes your role, your interest, your passion, all that comes there. Dear friends, selecting a topic is not an easy task. The topic must be very specific and it should be narrowed down to one. And it should be interesting for you, the researcher. And it should be socially relevant one. And it should have viability. And the topic that you are taking should be novel one. Novelty should be there for the work. It should not be the repetition of what others have done. So it is meaningless. If you are repeating whatever others have done, then it is meaningless. Then you have to satisfy the requirements of your university or board or the agency that you are entrusted to do the research work. Therefore, I would suggest you the following steps may be useful for you in this regard. We are going to discuss 7 important steps to finalize the research area, the research title, as well as the research topic. First of all, you have to decide the broader area of the research that you are going to do. How it is possible? It is possible through reading. See, you may be selecting the broader area such as stock market, financial matters, behavioral finance, behavioral attitude, resources management, skill as well as talent management, public finance, rural finance, urban finance, health, sanitation, water supply, education, energy management, energy preservation, renewable energy, politics, sociology, literature, sciences, environment, business, entrepreneurship, women empowerment, social reformation, leaderships, traits, qualities, and so on. So there are a large number of areas that you can look for. I would say under the social science study or even in the sciences, you have a large number of areas that you can decide. So to decide the area, broader area, you must have reading. While you select the broader area as well as title in your research, I would suggest you to keep two things in mind. That is, one is Millennium Development Goal of United Nations Organization. Similarly, the Sustainable Development Goals. Why the Millennium Development Goals or Sustainable Development Goals? While considering the research area as well as research topic, it is to give the international dimension, or it is to give the social relevance for the studies that you are taking up. See, if you look at the Millennium Development Goals, you can see the first one is to eradicate extreme poverty and hunger. Second is to achieve universal primary education. Third is to promote gender equality and empower women. To reduce child mortality. The next is to improve maternal health. To combat with HIV, AIDS, malaria, and other diseases. To ensure environmental sustainability. To develop global partnership for development. So these are the 8 Millennium Development Goals set by the United Nations Organization.
Similarly, Sustainable Development Goals.
There are 17 goals. They are no poverty, zero hunger, good health and well-being, quality education, gender equality, clean water and sanitation, affordable and clean energy, decent work and economic growth, industry, innovation and infrastructure, reduced inequalities, sustainable cities and commodities, responsible consumption and production, climate action, life below water, life on land, peace, justice, and strong institutions and partnerships. If you keep these things, the Millennium Development Goals as well as Sustainable Development Goals in your mind, while you decide your area of your research or topic of research, it will be highly useful and supportive for you to showcase your work in the international scenario, in the international market. Hope you have noticed the government agencies as well as the most of the NGOs taking up the activities of these goals which we have discussed now. Why they are taking up such kind of broader area? Because it is to give the funding facility, it is to give the acceptance, it is to make their product internationally marketable. So similarly, your product, your thesis, your research article, your research paper should have that international market. To have that international acceptance, market here I mean the acceptance. To have that, to get that international acceptance, the title also should be having the element of such factors. So I would suggest you, dear friends, while deciding your area, while deciding your title, try to include at least one area which we have discussed in the above mentioned goals. If you decided your area, or if you have got your thread where you have to work, then discuss it with your mentors, discuss it with your peer team, and brainstorm it. You debate on it, and also you please refer others' work. I would suggest the thesis or the dissertation done by others, and in that they would have included the scope for further research. So you try to incorporate, so you try to start with the place where they stopped, starting with the scope for further research, keeping in mind that the Millennium Development Goals as well as Sustainable Development Goals, at least one factor, at least one area that will be studying. Feasibility of the work. Now you have decided the major area and you have to see the feasibility. For example, you have to see the population, the broader area, the culture, the time available for you to get the work done, the area or the domain that you are going to work, then the possibility of funding, in particular in the case of the PhD research, the possibility of getting funding is very important because it is a long run process, and the availability of data. For a short term research activity, the readily availability of data is very important. But for a long term PhD type of research, even if the data is not available, since it is a long term process, you can search for data and you can find it out. But if it is a short term, limited time research work, may have to complete within 3 to 6 months period, then you may not be able to find the data if it is not easily readily available. The next step is, now you check the novelty of your book, whether the others have done this. Is it a repetition? How it is possible? You have to search by using different search tools. You have to see whether it is cited in the Google Scholar, whether these papers are published in the Scopus or other types of publishers. So you have to go through that and see that whether this work is already taken place. See, the work may be taken place, but may not be in your area. The work may be taken place and the tools used may be different. The work may be taken place, but the periodicity of the work may be different. So that you can go ahead with your work with a different tool, with a different database, with a different time period. So all that is possible. So you have to see that the novelty of the work that you are going to carry out. The next step, I would suggest, be adaptive and flexible, in the sense that after reading, after deciding the area, after deciding the title, you started searching on it by using the keywords, and you found that this work is already there, or some of the variables are very clearly, very strongly discussed. So please try to avoid that and incorporate your things and be flexible, be adaptive by incorporating your things. So you please reframe your topic by reading and reference. So I would suggest you to be adaptive through reframing your title as well as your area of research. By reading others' work, you would understand the research gap. If you are carrying out the work others what exactly done, if you are doing the same thing, it will be a repetition. It is waste of the resources, the time, money, all that would be wasted. Instead, you can find out the gap between the others have done, so that it will be your research problem, so that you will be able to build a bridge between these two work. So that will be your contribution. So in our research, we must be able to contribute something which is not done by others, identifying the unexplored area or unexplored topic or the unexplored title. So for which we have to read the other's work. It is very important. That is why we would say that the literature review is so important. Only through reviewing the existing body of knowledge, you would be able to understand the research gap, what others have done, or what others have not done. So it is very important conducting extensive review of literature. So going through others' work, you would be able to finalize your topic, your title. So as I told you, be adaptive. By doing this exercise, the exercise of review of literature, you can formulate your research question and you can formulate your research objective. And the objective that we are setting for our work is to satisfy our research title, the title that we have decided based on the research gap that we identified from the extensive review of literature. So try to give answers to that question, to that research question, and fill the research gap and try to build a bridge between these two study that the gap that we have identified. So it is going to be your contribution into the existing body of knowledge, and your work should not be a repetition of what exactly others have done. Finally, your title that indicate accurately the subject and the scope of this study. And while setting up the title, please try to avoid using abbreviations. Use words that create positive impression and stimulate the readers to read or stimulate the reader's interest. Use appropriate terms for the study. It is very important. Identify key variables such as dependent and independent variables. May suggest a major relationship between variables and hypothesis. And your title must be short and brief. It should not be a lengthy one. Ideally, it may limited with 10 to 15 words. It need not mention or it need not state study of or analysis of so and so thing. It could be in the form of a phrase or it could be in the form of a question. Use correct grammar and capitalization with all first words. In academic papers, rarely a title followed by an exclamation mark, but they normally use the question mark. So as I have told you, you can decide your area of research, your title based on the requirement in the society, worldly accepted topics or the issues to be sorted out. For example, we all undergoing the COVID pandemic situation. So everyone is affected with that. The world across. So the title could be based on that COVID-19 and its after effects. Again, it could be splitted into or narrowed down into COVID-19 and its impact on tourism sector. They were badly affected. COVID-19 and its impact on transportation, private bus operators, COVID-19 and its impact on tourism with special reference to water tourism, in particular in Kerala, Alappuzha, houseboat tourism, then COVID-19 and its impact on renting business or hire business, in the sense that many of the businessmen are engaged with the hiring of decoration items which is used for the auditorium for large scale functions. What was happened to them for the last 10-12 months? How they are surviving? Similarly, what happened to the people engaged with the event management? For example, Nadasaram players. Since all the festivals were cut down, what happened to the drum players? In particular, I would say the Chenda players or Timila, Chengila players, Panjavadyam players, such kind of artist, Theyyam artist. Many affected because of the COVID-19 issue. After the COVID-19 pandemic, what was happened to that artist in circus? How they are finding out their livelihood? Similarly, the working people, since the children are at home, they are undergoing their classes through online mode. So how the working parents managing their kids, especially the kindergarten students, provided no parents there to take care of their babies. Then what is the impact of online education? For the lower class you can consider, the higher classes you can consider, then the graduate level you can consider, undergraduate level you can consider, postgraduate level, PhD level, all that you can consider. What has happened to the education sector? Who all are benefited because of this COVID-19 issue? What has happened to the large scale malls and shopping malls, multiplex, theaters, how they managed for the last 10 months? Similarly, who all are benefited? The small scale vendors, I hope they are benefited, in particular the grocery shops, those who are the vendors of eatable item, fish, chicken, all that has, how they were, whether they affected or benefited. So all these kind of things could be considered as topic when it is fine tuned. So you have to frame your title, you have to make your title finding place in the existing body of knowledge or contributing to the existing body of knowledge. Then I can say that your work is success. Let it be a very small work, let it be a very small contribution. If it is not a repetition, if it is not touched by others, then I would say it is novel and viable. So dear friends, think, read and act while deciding the research topic. Many topics that we can produce or we can generate from the area in connection with the COVID-19 pandemic situation. Hope this video is going to be useful for you for deciding upon the research area, research title and your research topic. And if you have not subscribed my channel so far, and this is the time for doing that, please make it. If you have any comment or suggestion to improve or any other topic that I can share with you, please give your suggestion in the comment box. Thank you very much for watching my channel, and if it is useful, please share it with your friends and other students. Once again, thank you very much for watching Doctor's Academy for Taxation and Accounting.